ever done of any Mario game ever. It's kind of a meme. Is it? Okay. News to me. But I'm also... What? Did you just, like, chunk half my health? He must have crit. Holy hell, what is there? Wow. Normally those do, like, a point of damage.
Bring out your dead.
Oh, yeah, I know about that. Okay. I guess that happened then. Also, Hobo, speaking of Hobo, shouldn't you be playing Ring Fit? Okay, so since Nintendo's a bunch of shitheads, people are memeing Mario's dead. Gotcha. Because, like, come on, don't fucking do that. Artificial scarcity of digital goods is the most moronic thing any company could do, and it actively makes me despise them. It's like, I kind of like Nintendo. They're kind of wholesome in a corporate nightmare way. And they're one of the few game studios that I don't just... Or video games, air quotes, companies that I don't just hate by default that's big. But some of the stuff they've done in the last few years have made me not like them so much. Purely because of their, like, weird obsession with Disney's fucking artificial scarcity stuff. I was when I was younger, definitely into Nintendo stuff. I loved Mario games when I was younger. It's a terrible company that happens to produce good games. I mean, they're less terrible than some of them, but yes. I still applaud their DLC practices. Like, I don't know. Like, some of the best games I've ever played have been made by Nintendo. It's not a bad little early items haul. Let's see if I can get another run going, though. You had a PS1 growing up? I had a Game Boy Advance SP. That was the only console I had. Pick up the cap. Yeah, it's hard to tell how good working conditions are in any Japanese company. But then there's also the problem of the fact that they're a Japanese company, and what Japan considers to be acceptable working conditions is one thing, and then what we consider to be acceptable working conditions is a completely different thing. So it's really difficult to criticize a company for having different cultural practices. Yeah, me too, kind of. Which is why it's like, that's kind of a given, is kind of what I was getting at. Not that I agree with them, per se, but it's like, is there really much we can even do? Not really, unfortunately. Fancy spear, hopefully good. Use that. Swap to the double-hander. Do more damage. There we go. What did we get from that? Oh, it's a cursed spear. Cursed -1 steel barbed spear. Barbed for the enemy's displeasure. Favored by the guards of the Tower of Mirth. And 2 cursed rings. Well, I need to remove some curses. But yeah, I don't know. Japan's work culture is a problem in every sector, but there's also like this really big problem of, you know, people in large parts of Western world like to be like, oh, you're doing it wrong because you're doing it different. And I try and not operate under that. At least their CEOs aren't as ridiculously overpaid. I'll wield that shield and just hope it's not Uncursed. So I don't have any nice weapons right now. Let's just wait for you to come to me. There we go. Are prone to work to express themselves. They don't like being exploited. And as a person who tends to exploit himself by working too much, I will simply state that people should also remember that it's not really our place all the time to state whether or not someone else is being exploited. I don't know. When it comes to Japan, like when it comes to North American companies, I feel very okay with criticizing their work culture. When it comes to Japan, I don't even know where to start. So that's a very deep hole. Japanese people work too much? Find a Japanese person who says that. Ow. Did you just hit me through a wall or did you hit each other? I think they hit each other. Yeah, they hit each other. I hate how little damage I'm doing right now. Take that brass saber. Equip it. Oh yeah, they killed each other. Alright. I'll take a full set of armor from these guys. So I'm just going to say this bluntly, right? This is not a topic I feel comfortable discussing on stream. If you guys would like to continue it, you may, but I will not respond to any of this subject, right? This is a very complex subject with a lot of very detailed, specific issues surrounding it. I agree with most of what you guys are saying, but I think it is best if we move on to a different subject. I've been trying to change the subject since it started with just brushing it off, and you guys are tripling and quadrupling down. I would respect you guys a lot more if you'd stopped. I don't know how else to say it. It's this is a complex subject. I get it. But some subjects I'm super educated in. Others are not ones where I am very well versed. I have lots of things to learn, as do we all, but we also need to respect the person who doesn't want to talk about the thing. Now it's just going to cause awkward silence, which is kind of my own fault, but there's just certain subjects where it's just read the room, I guess. Got him. I'm just trying to play a roguelike developed by one Polish dude. Let's just do that. I should also equip my armor that I picked up. Reduces damage received by 2 when wielding a two-handed weapon. I'm not wielding any two-handed weapons. Well, that's not totally true. I could be, but I'm going to stick with the saber. I'll keep that in my inventory, though, unless I find a particularly good two-handed weapon. Steamrolled. What did I just use? Oh, my spirit file. Whoops. I wasn't trying to do that, but I did. What the heck is that? A platinum wand? Huh. Yeah, Snorstat? Let's remove some curses. There we go. Put on that fire resistance. Spears make enemies bleed 80% of the damage within 3 turns. Let's do that. Uncursed. Oh, right. Okay, so 1 cursed, -1, quick steel, barbed spear. Does 2d3 plus 5. Versus what I have, which does 2d5 plus 1d3. But if I equip that, I can take less damage. I think I actually like the flaming brass saber of Flames Light more. 50% chance to stun an enemy on hit, which is what I'm currently using, which is quite nice. There is a scroll which just clears your inventory of curses. Which you might be like, man, that seems really easy. There's enemies that'll just straight up curse all of your gear on you and start like loading you up with debuffs, so you have to use the mid-fights most of the time. There's also a lady in town who you can pay, I think it's 350 gold, to just remove all of your curses. Let's go grab Bottle Knight and then we'll go to town. Assuming I don't die here. So that's how you remove curses. Stuff's identified when you level up, or you can identify manually. Come here, you. There's Bottle Knight. Just want these archers dead and gone. There we go. Not gonna lie, Chad, I do feel kind of bad when you guys are very passionately discussing something and then I just shut the conversation down. All right, let's just back up. All right, this is... Put something between me and him. Let's jump across you. Got him. Grab that. What's this? Just an obsidian short sword, 2d6. That might have a good perk on it. It's worth checking. It's my space. Yeah, I don't know. I still feel bad. It's my space where I wreck a lovely conversation. And the game just crashed. What the fuck? I've literally never, like, really run into... I've never run into a bug in this game before. And today I broke the UI... Got killed by a mob room filled with 12 mobs, and the game just crashed? What's going on? I know other people have reported various crash bugs, but... Equals bug magnet? I have 26 hours on this game, and all of that was streamed. I've never played this game off stream. And that is, like, maybe the 3rd crash I've ever had. Outside of launch day. Fortunately, those game saves all of the time when you're not playing in ladder.
Good night.
If you're playing in ladder, well, it doesn't save very much. We'll put it that way. Oh, what's that one do, actually? Launches a magic orb which creates an acid around the target. Created acid deals 1 acid damage every 2 ticks. That's a lot of damage. April fooling you hard with Lost Flame? I clearly. This game's is like, oh, you're a streamer? Broken. I mean, it's a good thing I'm not playing on ladder, because that would have just been a lost run if I was playing on ladder.
I had lots of work once. I made the best weapons and armor.
Speaking of April fooling people, has anybody actually run into any good jokes?
By turning everything to smoke and ash. If anything, I was the first one the order failed. An honest tradesman, the backbone of the land.
Yeah, fair enough. I understand.
I thought the old king's second son, Cadell, was bad enough. But when he was taken to the tower,
It feels like only yesterday that Cogmind announced their Battle Royale mode.
the last nail in the order's coffin.
Reached level 12. Damn.
It's good you people come from the north. There's a purpose.
Vin's killing it over there.
Furnace aflame.
Steel Longsword of Flames. That's 2d6 plus 1d3, so it is better. Shocking Axe. 2d5 plus 2. 2d5 or just 2d4. Actually, I'm doing real well with that saber that I just picked up.
I see you are troubled.
Amulet of the Immutable. Temporary and permanent shield is 120% more effective. That's actually really good. Ring of Outburst. Attacking enemies with weapons. Harms all nearby enemies. I'm going to take one of those. Grants protection from webs. Yes, please. Once I have the money for it, I will come back for that.
May fortune guide you.
Ring of Outburst. Gimme. Ring of Nails. Spears. Okay, so I need to unequip the Ring of Nails. And let's just put on the Ring of Damage. Summon monster. Square bottle. Enchant item. Plus 10% chance to stun enemy on hit. Higher stun chances, sure, why not? I love how the items increase. So now instead of doing plus 1d3, it's 1d3 plus 2. And 70% chance to stun enemy on hit. That's actually like a really high chance to stun enemies. Told my son as of Monday he's going to have to wear a shower cap because the new variant can catch to hair. Like in school? Why not just, like, spray son with hose when son come home? And make son have shower outside on front lawn when son come home from school. I'm sure that definitely wouldn't get any authorities called on you for child abuse. I'm certain of it. There is a boneheaded Baldwin right here, who's a mini boss.
Thank you.
And he hurts if he hits you. But we just, like, insta-kipped him, so it's fine. Nice April Fool's joke. It's kind of where I was thinking that was going. He's not wearing with his friends online. They're gonna have to deal with that. Well, good thing they won't notice, right? Because you'll be at home. Do you guys remember in the very early days of the pandemic when there was that brief window where some crazy, like, Christian soccer moms thought that
Good night.
people were getting COVID-19 through the internet? Does anybody remember that? Like, that very brief window. It lasted for like a week. But there was people, like, legit being concerned about communicating with people online because they were like, but can't you get that through the internet? I asked if anybody had heard any good ones. I didn't ask for anybody to tell them. I was just kind of curious. That's not a bad one, though. But also, I think that just straight up goes for literally every single... Another wand. I think that also just kind of goes for every, like, variant of COVID. It clings to hair. That's why I said crazy Western soccer moms. But I distinctly remember that happening, like in the early days. Reading an article on a relatively tabloidy site about that and chuckling to myself. Made me weirdly happy. It's just the Portland anti-vaxxer soccer moms. Or the people who believe that shit. You need to, like, there's a lot of people from the USA who we can totally offend every single time we talk about them because none of them are watching this stream. There's also plenty of very intelligent people from the USA that you can't forget about who are also watching this stream, who understand why we are mad at the very dumb people from the USA that are not watching this stream. Oh no! Have Some Tea has been killed by a trudging automaton in Castle Istimid 1. I often die in Castle Istimid 1. Ow. I'll wait for that to go off. I don't like this. Can you come towards me? Or don't? Fancy shiny steel armor. Oh my god, that's a lot of people. I'm gonna back up a little bit and test out this wand, shall we? Nope. And they all dead. Just fired a bunch of acid into the room. Pick up fancier shield. A bunch of pairs of pants and stuff. I just need to level up. Got greedy. Yeah. I mean, at least you didn't die like me. And now you can catch up. I'll play slowly. He says. He lies. The April Fool's joke is as good as people who believe it. I don't know. It's just, it feels like only yesterday that Cogmind announced a Battle Royale mode, you know? Like, I feel like there has not been enough funny patch notes. We were talking about this earlier that this was the year that the internet agreed that April Fool's isn't funny, which to a degree, I agree. Like, April Fool's is often not funny. That being said, I like watching other people have fun. And a lot of people have a lot of fun during April Fools, you know? Whether it's just dads making fun of their kids or like funny patch notes and stuff. But like there's been a lack of that. I think that there's a way to do I think that there's a way to do it humorously that we've kind of lost a little bit. Those fuckers. Number of times I've died to a chest ambush by one of those guys. If I had $1 for every single time I died to a chest ambush from one of those guys, man, I'd have at least $1. All right. Ooh, regenerating shield. Not a huge one, but it's a regenerating shield, so I'll take it. Damage dealt by weapons, increased damage dealt by weapons by 30% when at full health. Oh, good lord. If I could also get something that heals me, that would be incredible. We'll put that on, put on some pants, and I need shoes. Shoes and gloves. Shoes and I have gloves. All right, so you can get dropped, you can get dropped, you can get dropped, you can get dropped, you can get put on, you can get dropped, and you can get equipped. All right. Has anybody here seen the Netflix film Death to 2020? It's a comedy mockumentary covering the events of 2020 with a bunch of comedians in it. Very funny movie. My favorite part about it is the fact that they do what's pretty common in comedy where they just make fun of everybody. But the thing that I really like about that movie is they also have like your senseless influencer. So there's a very, there's a very shitty YouTuber character in that movie, which I very much enjoy because I know that person. Well, not that the actor or the character that they're portraying, because it's a fake character that doesn't exist, but I swear I've met that person in this industry, and it made me laugh so hard. It's the last time, or the most recent time, I would say, a comedy or comedic film has actually gotten me and like made me laugh, which is pretty rare for me. Shiny boots. The boots in this game look like the boot power-up from Super Mario. Those things will sometimes curse your armor. All right,
Thank you.
get me a bottle night.
Good night.
I'm very low. There we go. This fucking ghost. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna take that just because I want to know what power-ups are on it. And those are some fancy pantsies. I'm gonna just put those on. They ain't cursed. I mean, they may have been, but I'm just going to assume that they're not. Teleport, summon monster, remove curse, magic mapping. Spider grease is one of the weirder things in this game. Spider grease just makes you slip through webs without an issue. It's kind of gross if you think about it. Just gonna walk away from them. That is a very powerful weapon. Because acid does a lot of damage. Walked into that room and immediately became exhausted. Okay, that guy was killed by a potion from this guy. Which he obviously didn't drop because he threw it. You rub spider guts on yourself? I mean, I don't really want to know what it is, but it's certainly some powerful lubricant. I know that much. It's definitely a powerful lubricant. All right, what do I wish to enchant? Could make my armor better? I wonder what happens if I enchant you. Does that just make me do more damage? It just makes me do more damage. Yes, please. Let's just start enchanting this ring. Because I'd be very curious to know what that ring does. Or how powerful I can make that ring. It's like, well, it just gives you a damage. Well, what if I just make it give me like 12 damage? In for some Dutch politics? Not particularly, but what do you want to dump on us today, Diamond? I mean, I just dodged Japanese politics. Like, what are you forcing upon me now? Now these doors are scary. Because, like, this is a much more normal spawn for one of these areas. Just use a thing of remove curse. So that should make it fine, right? Ooh, uncursed emerald, heavy steel, boots of speed, fire resistance, lightning resistance, cold resistance, and move speed. Refuse to tell who that person was that leaked that information. I mean, I don't get it, but okay. In my opinion, this area is where this game starts. So it was kind of a pity that I died here earlier. This is kind of where this game starts. Because this is where you run into the summoners. This is where stuff starts getting cool. Also, there's the part where if you look at the minimap, area in the middle, that's the town where I buy the stuff, and top left, that's where we started. so you can see every bit of the game. So this guy summoned that thing back there, which is now dead. I don't know what it was, but I killed it. Repelling Obsidian Shortsword. Light, nimble, and useful in a bind. Standard equipment for the Candle Spires. Shortsword of Leech. Restores 1 health after a kill. I don't like this spot that I'm in. I just kind of wanted to get unsurrounded. I have no weapon. Why do I have no weapon? Excuse me? Just coat myself in spoder grease. Oh boy. They disarmed me, so. There we go. Got him done. How did I get put all the way down? Dungeons? Roguelikes have this thing called caves. Wooden staff, eh? How come I'm down now on the map? I already explained it. Dungeons. This is a roguelike where you travel underground through caverns and caves. Adamantine bastard sword? Excuse me? What item are you bragging about? Adamantine armor. Okay. I just found an adamantine bastard sword, so come at me. Well, actually, here. Those two. My 2 recent drops. I haven't even looked at them. Now I know if they're cursed or not. They're not. 2d6 plus 4. Or this is 2d5 plus 2. What's this? Oh, shit. Okay, well. Clipping you. Yes, please. Yes, this game has candy in it. Candy! The mysterious blue strands that come out of the rock. What else do I have? So, essentially, there is no form more perfect than a circle. No more perfect use for it. Against the wielder's enemies. Traditionally carried by the Candle Champion, about to face the creatures of the Abyssum. This is one of the better uniques in the game. How many hours do I have in Losing Flames? I think 25 or 26 or so. I don't know. I haven't looked this morning. Currently, 26. I've been playing for 80 minutes. Had a crash, though. But this is a game where I am number 9 in the world on the leaderboard, and I'm not very good at it because very few people play this game. So if you'd like to be one of the very few people playing this game, if you buy it, you can interact with us and brag about drops you get in the chat. Did you die again, Vin? I didn't actually see. I wasn't looking. I saw a thing pop up. Yep, Vin's dead. Vin died and started a new game. Did I kill him? It's really cool when they start nuking the walls next to you. Wait, what? Nothing happened when I summoned Bottle Knight. What the hell? I need to use this, get my stamina back, get him dead. That's the way out key, which I need. Still has 100% positive reviews. Oh yeah. Yeah. And still like more than half of them are us. Like when I actually go to the Steam page for this game and I look at them, it's like that person's from my chat, that person's from my chat, that person's from my chat, that person's been in my chat, that person's from my chat. It's kind of neat. I don't know why I'm chasing these guys down, but I also haven't actually looked at what my gloves do. Plus 17% to attack speed. Hitting enemies with weapons hurts them for 1d3 light damage. Oh. Okay. Cool. That cap's got some sort of bonus on it. I'm going to power up my gloves, so I'll probably keep those gloves for a bit. Oh, that's a scroll of charging. Never mind. So it doesn't increase the light damage, but it does increase the attack speed. This game looks cool. It is really cool. And then, yeah, that's what I need to do. So I need to start upgrading this. This could just be a build in and of itself because it gives a flat damage plus per every enchant scroll I put on it. So 2d5 plus 13, and I can just increase that number. I think infinitely. I just need more enchant scrolls. Those things look big and scary, but they actually just spawn little maggots. They're actually not scary at all. But these crazed monks are actually really dangerous because you never know what they're going to summon. I've had them plop some really fucked up mobs right behind me before. Like these guys are kind of fucked up. This game also very much has big ol' loot explosions, which always feel good. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to this place. Myth. Now I'm back in town. So that explains to you now, Diamond Destruct, why I was jumping around, because there's the what do you call it? The fireplaces teleport you. Reminds you of a DF fight, only it's loot instead of bones and blood. Yeah. What, the way that you bounce around so much? Yeah, no, the combat's actually got some in common with like wrestling. And also, look how much more shit he's got now. It's great. It's great. It's great. A superb obsidian cap, which gives me 8.5 plus 6.7. Gladly, I'll take it. What else can I grab? Don't need a sword. Long sword of flam. I think I will quite literally just keep what I currently have. Superb obsidian hat. We'll put it on and hope it's not cursed. Quick barbed spear, sword of the leech. I think I'm going to equip the sword of the leech in the other end. Do I ever use kick for anything? I always forget that it exists. Do you ever use kick for anything? Actually, hold up.
What is it you seek?
I'm gonna buy potion of healing, potion of rest. Oh, I'm out of gold.
fortune guide you.
No, it's fireplace travel, not interdimensional travel, okay? Come on, totally different thing. Campfire travel is a totally known form of movement, right? We do this all the time in Canada. I realize that some other countries may not be familiar with this technology, but it's a great ancient technology. If you stare long enough into a fire and you appear somewhere else. Ooh, another unique. I'm gonna. What? What's wrong with my Bottle Knight? Maybe they nerfed Bottle Knight. I'm very sad if that's the case. Just shoot some acid at you. Got him. There's a simple amulet there, which probably has a perk on it, but I won't know until I level. There's a wall. Oh, I know how to remove the boulders. But it's not with kicking. There's several rooms that are blocked off with boulders. The problem with games like this, though, is this game is very hard and obtuse. Just like most roguelikes. But also because very few people play it, there's no wiki. So it's like, you're kind of on your own. So like some of the achievements and some of the secret stuff in this game is kind of just like a question mark. Doesn't explain shit. I mean, just like per usual, when like I don't have an answer, I don't know, man. So we slowly move into the weird wiener dog shaped room towards Spoder. Swoop. Got him. There's another Spoder. And it died on my acid too. Eat my acid, I guess. This is the area where Vinsati died. The Utah Desert. Not to be confused with Utah, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I wish that this game got more recognition from the roguelike community. I'd love to see some more people just pick up and like try this game out. Cause I don't know. I feel like if there was more people playing this game would be kind of an instant classic. Yep, the maps, the layouts, the order in which you go through the maps are predefined. So you move through the game in a relatively linear fashion. There are some ways to like skip regions if you would like, but you move through the game in a relatively linear fashion. But the actual layouts themselves are random. What? That's not what I wanted to do. Use. What? Maybe I need to charge. Hold up. Please no blind me. Nope, that still doesn't do nothing. They're poisoning each other. Oh boy, that's a lot of range you got there. Looks very polished. I will say there are some bugs, 2 of which I found today. It's in early access. It's a solo developer. So there are some issues. Patches are pretty slow. But it is fucking cool as hell. Yes, it is indeed on Steam. It's like 15 bucks, I think. This guy just cursed one of my items. Yeah, cursed half the items in my inventory, in fact. Let's use a scroll of remove curse. Fixes my inventory. All right. What do I have? Amulet of Courage. Harming more than one enemy in one turn grants 0 points of temporary shield. So I'm assuming if I remove that curse... There we go. 2 points of temporary shield. All right. Harming an enemy and moving in one turn reduces received damage by 50% until next turn. That almost gives me iframes. It's interesting. But yeah, this is on Steam, and it has some online functionality, so if there's other people playing, you can yell at them. There is no, like, other players running around in your world, like, you're not going to get killed by another player. There is a way to interact with other players, but it's minimal. It's mostly just brag about items in chat, which is kind of fun. But it means that when I play this game, I can ask 1 or 2 people who have bought it to pop in and play. So the walls in this area are made of metal. So those electrical attacks bounce off the walls into me, which is why I keep getting damage from the walls. Because this whole tower is made of brass. But yeah, no, this game has 100% positive reviews, and at least a portion of that is from us. Because if I go and I look at the Steam reviews of this game, I know most of the usernames. There was like 8 or so reviews when I started playing it. I like tea. Tea is good, right? Or are you talking about Vinsati's name? Have some tea? All right, so this is usually where I die on ranked. So there is a leaderboard mode in this game where it's a accumulation of all of your scores. You can't save on ranked, but this is just a normal difficulty run. I'm not even playing on hard. There's easy, medium, where easy you get strictly, like, heavily reduced damage, normal, which is what we're playing on, and then hard, where you start and have less HP. There is a ladder that can be played, and the developer of the game is #1 on the ladder. But the ladder mode puts you on hard. I normally play this on ladder, but I'm playing on normal right now. I am 9 in the world. #9 on ladder. Hello, Stone. Welcome back. Hope you had a good, like, 7-ish hours of sleep. Have to step off of that acid as quickly as possible. If I could find something, anything with any form of electrical resist, aside from my boots, that'd be fantastic. Ring of Defense. Is there anything I can dump? Reduces right damage received by 2 when wielding a 2-handed weapon, or just flat armor increase. I'm gonna unequip that and then equip the Ring of Defense. Ring of Outburst. Attacking with weapons harms all nearby enemies. Yep. Which is why I want those. Because then I can damage more than one enemy per turn, which triggers both of those. Let's use the Estus thing. So these things, super fucking strong and have a lot of health. Just gonna wait. Oh, they're fighting with each other. All right. So they're super fucking strong, but if you leave the room and lose line of sight, they turn back into statues. They only stop being statues if you attack them or if they get friendly fired by something. But, you know, you just witnessed one get friendly fired, and then now we just have one that did it again. Motherfuckers. Let's throw this Potion of Confusion at this guy. Doesn't confuse him. Guess because he's a magical critter. Now, you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm actually going to set up for bow and arrows. Because we're at the point where I need to damage shit before it get to me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised to see you, I'll be honest. There we go. Shoot the arrows. Go pick up the arrows. You can have 2 loadouts of weapons at once and swap them with X. There's my ladder. Why do you keep doing that, you fucking morons? Oh well, I'll take the XP though. Or I won't. I'll just take my arrows and walk away. I'll take my arrows and walk away. Yes, I will. Yep, definitely. I just, like, you know, accidentally hit 7 on the numpad and smack my face into the side of him. Owie. Those Scrolls of Inferno are really strong. Oh yeah, no, totally. I know what you mean. I understand what you mean. Owie, 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 owie. Potion of extra healing. There we go. All right. Let's just grumble. Come on. Got him. They both dropped healing potions. Like, it's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this. Why are you already damaged? No, not Vinsati. Fucking... Gah! I don't like that. Keep shooting arrows at you. There. I'm blinded. I'm just shooting arrows at him at point blank. All right, there we go. Can pick you back up. Re-equipped that shit. Jesus, man. Let's jump back to town. Good lord. Also check, because we're a little lurky, can I get a round of beers? Big, please and thank you. Just curious about how many people are actively listening to the stream while I chill. As we're getting close to the 8-hour mark. Probably gonna aim for the another 9-hour plus stream. I think that the schedule is kind of working pretty good. I don't know what you guys think of the new schedule so far, but streaming longer every day in exchange for
Give me a task. If not, leave me be.
City and heavy boots. I think I'm gonna stick to my fancy boots.
Make it worth my while.
You had a good thing going with the first run. The sword gave you immunity to webs. Oh, really? And poison, and it webbed and poisoned enemies. Huh. Yeah, that is very handy. Potion of healing. Amulet of immobile. Temporary and permanent shield are increased by 120% more effective. I'm gonna take that because I feel like that's really good. Audacity. Harming an enemy and moving in one turn. Yeah, I think that this is much more useful. While we just silently move around this dark castle. Well, one thing I kind of like about this game structure is that you don't ever need to, like, backtrack to grind or anything. Don't like you. Whoo, acid. Acid hurt a lot. Not a fan. Not a fan of that shit. Acid pain. Acid bad. Owie. Drops pants, but they're not as shiny as my pants, so I ain't taking them. I have shiny pants. They're much better pants. I was gonna say, swear to God, if you touch that golem, I might have him break your face. All right. Whoa! I got a bunch of random things all look the same. There we go. Enchant item. Enchanted my weapon. And enchant item. Let's enchant my boots. All my resistances go up. Can't carry it all? No, totally. I mean, Caves of Cud is much more of a traditional RPG like that. This is much more of a dungeon, just straight up a dungeon crawler. I just need to walk away because I can't see. Okay. There we go. Very close to leveling. There was one time I walked into a room like this and started picking up all the money and there was acid underneath it. And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, no, this game's been on sale once. And I kind of wish it would go on sale more often because then I'd have more reasons to stream it. But this is the one big caveat I would say about playing this game, aside from its slow development due to it being a single developer is that there's very rarely people online to yell at. And part of the enjoyment, I think, in this game is kind of the... Oh, for fuck's sake. Is the community aspect of, you know, learning a game as a group. Let's just do that. Scroll of Inferno. Do I have a jump? Scroll of Teleport. Let's get out of there. Then those two will both become statues again. So I don't really want to fight those guys because they're just kind of a pain in the dick. You're going to activate them again, aren't you? You zap the uncursed wand of acid, nothing happens. Istimid dungeon hunter jumps and hits. Alright, well, none of them did anything that was silly and ranged. To reactivate the golem, which is nice. You also picked a good time to tune in, though, Rusty, because this is the best run I've been on so far today, so... Knock on wood. If you feel the need. Increases damage dealt by weapons when it's sight increased. Oh god, a silverfish. Kill it with fucking fire. I've seen 2 of those in my apartment since I moved in. I killed both of them. Never seen another one, so means there's thousands of them in the walls somewhere. Hate silverfish. I actually had to like explain to my mom what a silverfish was because she'd never seen them, which I thought was kind of interesting. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay. Whew. Oh, I know he's gonna freeze in that fucking door. It escaped, which is troubling. There it goes. Just figured there would be a loot room back here, and I was right. I don't actually know how many that is. You don't think they're in the Midwest? We have them here sometimes. They like mold. So it usually means that there's mold somewhere in your living space. Boss area. All right, let's take account of my stuffs in my items. I think I'm just gonna use spider grease and then head up. Oh boy, they're all just fucking fighting each other. And there's something in my exit. Oh golly Jesus. Bottle Knight does nothing. Thanks for helping, Bottle Knight. It's okay, they're throwing out their own acid. This looks intense. Yup. I'm just trying to defend myself right now. There we go. Now I have a big old shield. I'm just gonna kind of try to not take damage. That's my goal here, is try to not take damage. And then when I'm in an open space where I'm safe-ish, I'm gonna use a Scroll of Inferno. That did a little bit of damage to everybody. Just gonna kind of keep backing up because a lot of these enemies will just friendly fire each other. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at you. Step out of the acid. Got one down. Shoot an arrow at you. Fire my spear at him. Shoot an arrow at you. Hit him with the, not the spear, the cyclone thingy. I just got an achievement because I've never completed this before. All right. Well, I'm running low on stuff, so I'm gonna use my spirit file, which is this game's equivalent of an Estus flask. Do I have any more spider grease? I donut. Great. Got it dead. I think that's the boss done. All right. Huzzah! That's that. Or rather, I haven't beaten this area since they added the achievements in. I have been through here once before, but on easy, so not on normal difficulty, and it was before these achievements were added, because when I first bought the game, there was no achievements. Boss done. Round of beers or something? I don't know. We just did those, so. This is where chats explode and hype trains emit. And people scream because of the skill of the streamer. Not really. But at the very least, we're actually at the point now where I feel like I'm correctly showing you guys what's cool about this game, which are these big fucking fights that can happen like that, where it's like, it's more just about the chaos of trying to not take damage and letting them all friendly fire each other to death. That's where this game gets cool, is when you start getting to this point. It's like the monastery is kind of the start of this game being cool, but now we're in the point where this game is cool. 2d6, no thank you. Any enchants? What does plague do? Poisons everything around. Cool, good to know. Shoving dim sum in your face? Continue shoving dim sum in your face, and please do not get dim sum on your keyboard. Increases damage dealt by weapons by 30% when at full health. I already have one of those. Let's just jump over here. Excuse me, ma'am. This is absolutely inconceivable. Did I kill you? I think I did, yes. You're the other problem. Just shoot some arrows. You're the person who was summoning the fucking wasps. Please, would you mind and just not do that? Throw a potion of liquid fire at you. You know, fuck it. Let's use the scroll of plague. And then my spirit file again. Whew. Got him. Shoutouts to the scroll of plague for being an MVP. Good lord, this game. This game's really good. Also, getting stun locked permanently is no fun. So fuck those stupid sand wasps. It's a red ladder. Yeah. I should level up before I do this. Oh, can I not go back down? I think I cannot go back down. I don't have a redstone. You're so behind. You should catch up. Come on. I'm not playing ranked for whatever it's worth. See how good my throwing arm is. Not very good. You miss and stomp in any direction. Grants massive health regeneration for a short time. Let's do that. Engulfs everything in up to 4 tiles in an ice storm, dealing 1d3 ice damage. Pushes me away, so threw me away. Let's just, whoa, that's not okay. Well, now I'm dead. Unless I get really lucky. Because I'm exhausted and... Can I throw this at you? Nope, doesn't matter. Didn't even affect him. Good run. Good run, I would say. I was craning my neck the last 30 minutes. But that's that. That is that. That was a pretty good run. Happy with that. I got some new achievements I've never gotten before. Killed the dragons. 8.1% of the players who've played this game have killed those dudes, supposedly. Kind of sad I died there, because that purple guy's another achievement. So note to self, red ladders, you can't go back down. Where are you on the leaderboard?